Okay, we're back at the bridge. So let's continue on just a little further. We're almost to the end of this area. This bridge is the last little section. Let's check out these Seekers. These Seath are just throwing themselves away across this little railing here, and if I'm not mistaken... oh, I thought there was going to be a treasure sphere over there, but I guess not. And of course there's a Vitala guarding this one. God, fuck these guys. That battle was tougher because Fang got pain put on her, so she couldn't use physical attacks. And this is the taming pole. It's Fang's best weapon. Well, objectively. The only weapon we didn't have, and the reason Fang's still using a tier 1 weapon. So as you can see, it uses her strength. It lowers her strength and basically it's Fang's stagger lock weapon. But having only one character and it being our physical attacker at that, with the stagger lock ability, is not a bad thing. Merely a replica of a great hunter's weapon, this spear's offensive power is limited. Well, that's not a big deal though. So let's see. The reason this is ideal for her is because it also has the random instant chain ability, which if you don't know what that means, it means she can randomly stagger an enemy. It's like totally random, as long as it's not on tier 3. So even though she has stagger lock, it might randomly stagger, and that could come in handy sometimes. And it means we don't need an instant chain ability on her accessories, or an accessory is a waste of slot doing that to her. And it also, at max tier 2, it offers a huge 921 strength boost. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip that then. And now it's time to start upgrading. Let's see what we can do here. Is there any save sphere before we get too ahead of ourselves? I guess we will see the waypoint coming, right? Hopefully. But first, oh man, look at this. It's so beautiful. The bridge to nowhere. I wonder where it used to lead. Wait, what was that? This box appears to have controlled a railroad switch. Thoroughly rusted, it would likely break if forced. Why would we want to try to control this railroad switch anyway? Look how glassy that water is. Alright, let's see if we can't get these Bartandalis to come fight us. Come on, guys. Come on, let's fight. Or do you just want to stand there? There we go. Whoa. Awesome view. Those mountains, dope. Okay, let's keep crossing. Let's not get too sidetracked. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Well, let's take out this vampire and its gang of seekers then. Okay, now that those guys are out of the way, I believe over here is our last treasure sphere of the area, and fittingly enough, it's also accompanied by a save station, which is what we were looking for. Okay, so first, let me just open this treasure sphere. It has an ether saw. And then, let me make a new save file, just in case I screw this up, because we're about to do more upgrading. Finally, yay. Alright, so, let's see here. I guess upgrades would be the first thing we want to do, right? So first let's max out the taming pole. Okay, that was a bit of a trial. Yeah, that took me freaking forever to figure all that shit out. So you guys won't get to see any of it in the interest of saving time. I have a lot that I am wanting to fit into this episode, so I'm going to try to go over this as quickly as possible. Basically, I made... I turned all Lightning's, Fang's, Vanille's, and Hope's weapons into maxed tier 2 weapons. And I turned Snow's weapon, well, I'll just go through it. Lightning's Blazefire Saber maxed, I turned into a Flameberg maxed. The barrel and frame of this weapon have been reinforced, allowing higher velocity bullets to be fired. You can see her strength and magic are both almost 1100 now, so that's great. Fangs became the Venus Gospel, a weapon for the gentle of heart. This spear is constructed to prevent excessive damage to an opponent. So yeah, the Venus Gospel was Cid's ultimate weapon in Final Fantasy VII. Makes sense since they're both Dragoon type characters. Vanille's Belladonna wand is now the Malbaro wand. Named after a venomous plant creature of legend, this weapon is said to harbor the power to cause cataclysms. I would have liked to have seen a Final Fantasy XIII rendition of Mob Burrows. That's always been one of my favorite Final Fantasy enemies, even though they could wreck your shit in most of the other games they appear in. Oh, and she has improved debuffing too now, which raises her debuff success rate even more. Hope's Hawkeye became an Eagle Talon. An official pro competition model, utilizes the highest grade civilian AMP technology. So that's cool. Snow, I upgraded his Paladin to a Winged Saint. You may notice that I didn't max it out though, and there's a very good reason for that. Once he becomes a tier 2 weapon, his improved guard passive ability becomes improved guard 2. And after that, that bonus doesn't come up anymore. The higher your strength, the strength and magic boost from your weapon, the lower your target time gets. So by not upgrading this, and since we will only use Snow primarily for sentineling purposes, there's no reason to raise his strength and magic. It would only hurt us. Saz, I didn't upgrade his weapon mostly because I ran out of materials, but also, and Gil, mostly Gil, but also because we don't really have a use for Saz. Okay, and also I gave, let's see, who has it? I upgraded a Hero's Talisman into a Morale Talisman, which basically gives Fang Auto Brave at the start of every battle, just like Hope usually, but Vanille right now has Auto Faith at the start of every battle, so they're going to kick some ass. And I also got some General's Belt from the stores, which, let's see if I can find them. Yeah, they're down here. They normally have resist physical 20 or 15%, but by upgrading them to their max level, it became 25%. And we'll use those not in this boss battle, but in a coming battle shortly. A mark. If you're wondering how I did this, basically I just bought sturdy bones and used them to increase the multiplier to times 3. And then I used items like super conductors, ultra compact reactors, perfect conductors, stuff like that to get as much EXP as possible. It's a really confusing system and one I don't want to delve into too much because it would take forever to explain. But feel free to leave a comment if you're confused. I'll try to help you out. If not, Google has all the answers you could be looking for if you just search hard enough. But yeah, they didn't make it easy. Okay, so we're about to face the chapter boss. So let's look at our paradigms here. I'm keeping Vanille because a Saboteur is more useful than a Synergist in the upcoming battle because the boss has the ability to remove buffs. Dirty Fighting is our primary paradigm, so Vanille can get some debuffs on as quickly as possible. All the our paradigms here have Fang as a Sentinel except for Relentless, which we'll use if we ever find ourselves in a really good condition. Mostly because the boss knows how to deal out some hurt. You can see the other paradigms I have: Mystic Tower, Solidarity, Entourage, Delta Attack. We probably use all of them at one point or another. Okay, so we're about to have a somewhat lengthy cutscene, but not too bad. So let's see what happens. See if our Lassie can find what they've been waiting or hoping to find all this time.
Ragnarok. Come, day of wrath, O pulse Lassie. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok, make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine, Ragnarok.
What? Sarah, how did you...
I was waiting for you to open your eyes. All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think of a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah?
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan, We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Enough already. Listen up. We are all shooting for the same goal here.
And the result of that is this.
You son of a...
You betray your fal'Cie to chase after dreams and shadows. The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think FINAL had the means.
Oh, it won't be fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs, yes. Its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel. And imagine, when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings, what happens next?
You're gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves? Will you enjoy the festivities beside me? Or perhaps greet the end here, in the land where it all began?
All those lies.
Damn, that was a plot bomb. Okay, so let's start off the battle with Libra, so Vanille will instantly know what he's immune to. And then we'll just attack to stabilize the gauge. We want Vanille to get D-Shell, D-Protect, and Imperil on him. Imperil can take a few turns, but we got lucky this time. Okay, so now let's switch to Delta attack. We can boost or stabilize the chain gauge a little bit more before we go try to stagger him. So man, he's going to try to use the cavalry to take him out, and if that doesn't work, then he's going to freaking... oh wait, here we go. Vanille's about to stagger. Alright, Relentless. Oh shit, Fang's about to die. That's not good. We're going to need to switch to Solidarity so Vanille can heal Fang. There we go. That worked a little better. Switch back to Relentless. Try to put as much hurt on him as possible. Hopefully we can get him down to at least half his health by the time his stagger's over. Oh shit. Thing's already almost dead again, but we're gonna have to persist through this. Oh, and there's his real face. Alright, let's switch back to Solidarity. So this is his main attack, Apoptosis. What it does is it gets rid of all the debuffs we put on him, and any positive buffs we put on him. That's why having Hope in this battle wouldn't have been too helpful, because he would have just got rid of the buffs with that Apoptosis. Apoptosis, however you say that attack. Alright, Vanille, put your debuffs back on, girl. There's D-Shell, and D-Protect, and Imperil. Okay, good job. Switch back to Delta attack. Oh man, I love the Bartandalis battles. They're so fast-paced. And looks like Vanille's already about to re-stagger. Oh, we staggered him. Alright, heal Vanille.
Thank you.
And now let's switch back to Relentless. Hopefully we can get him before he damages us too bad. Oh, he's about to put Curse back on us. Damn. We need to do more damage faster. Might have to pull out a potion here in a minute. Not sure how much that'll help though. And man, apparently Range is just Bartandalis' puppet now. I don't understand. Like, I didn't know Falsey had that ability. Man, he's gonna just survive this stagger. All right, Vanille, heal.
Don't give up!
Can you endure this?
Man, I like how Lightning jumped up to attack him while he was doing that. That was cool. Okay, let Vanille heal a little bit more. Honestly, Combat Clinic would probably be helpful here. In fact, I might suggest replacing Mystic Tower with Combat Clinic, since I haven't used Mystic Tower yet. Really, Delta Attack and Mystic Tower are probably interchangeable in this battle, though. Vanille, I'm gonna... Oh shit, he put Daze on me. Crap, I hate that. There's She Protect. Oh man. He's completely incapacitated me. I hate that word. Alright, there's all the buffs. Switch back to Solidarity so Vanille can heal.
Don't give up!
Alright, that should be good. Let's... Man, he just fires lasers everywhere. Learn a new trick, buddy. Makes me wish we had limit breaks so we could, I think, finish him off easily. Or with style, anyway. But he's almost dead. This will kill him, actually. One Aqua Strike. Man, we need, like, some kind of finishing moves. Okay, but we did get 5 stars. Man, we finished it in less than half the target time. Well, that's because I'm awesome. Again, Bartandalis is one of the bosses that will cast Doom on you eventually, this time as well, so you can't diddle-daddle in this battle. 5 stars, and we got 100,000 Christian points. So that will probably put us in the high 100, maybe even 900,000s on the CP. Yeah, we came close to maxing it out, and we get the Goddess's Favor accessories. So I forget what that does, but we'll look at it in a minute. And lastly, we get another Crystarium expansion, which is freaking awesome. We have all that CP to spend.
The time has come. Allow me to extend my invitation. To save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok. Cocoon suffers. Release her from the pain.
He still thinks that we're going to do his dirty work for him. Damn. And that was freaking a dirty fucking trick of him to pose as Sarah. Like, that's disgusting. And then to hug Snow. And then on top of that, he revealed Lightning's real name, Claire. Claire Farron. Man, that was like her... I feel like she was almost violated by him revealing that. That was like her secret. The one thing she keeps close to her chest. And she was going to let Snow find out. That's freaking... I hated that. Actually, I mean, it makes you really hate Bartandalis, so I'm all for it. I'm all for good villains. Alright, let's... This is actually not a mission Seath Stone. You have to examine this Seath Stone to get the next cutscene. Let's see what it reveals.
So, this is the end of the rainbow, huh? Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Falsey.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah, must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to Crystal. Cocoon, where the slaves of Lindsay dwell, is the enemy of all life fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So our Fal'Cie determined Pulse's will, chose l'Cie, and gave them a focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. And so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Fal'Cie, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our l'Cie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the l'Cie were taken to the enemy's land by Bartandalis, curse his name. And the goddess said, l'Cie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, don't sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some make is sure to roll up and save the day.
As long as FAL'Cie are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe.
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're l'Cie. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves!
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
Revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks. I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise, no matter what.
I guess it takes losing everything to make you see how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right then. Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope by loose ends, Lightning meant go fight one last mark. Yeah, so approaching Minerva over there will take us to the next chapter. So we want to take on one last side quest first. So in case this little doodad sea stone thing was not clear, basically what happened was Fang and Vanille became Ragnarok. Well, not Fang and Vanille. Fang became Ragnarok. Almost succeeded in destroying Cocoon, but Etro took mercy on the people of Cocoon and turned Fang and Vanille to crystal. And then Bartandalis took the vestige they were in and brought it up to Cocoon, with the knowledge that they would one day turn back into humans or l'Cie or whatever you want to call them and try again, I guess. But yeah, so interesting. We're learning a lot here. And I like how Hope is still... I forgot about that part where he brings back the it's not a question of can or can't thing. What a trooper. I love Hope. He's such an awesome character, in my opinion. And man, Saz is being such a pill. He needs to take a chill pill. Anyway, So what I'm going to do now is go back to the deserted schoolhouse, right around there, because that is where the Seath Stone that we want to take on is. It's important that we do this now. We're not supposed to do it now because it's a really hard mark, but we can get an accessory that we need that would be really useful for the upcoming chapters. Also, I'm going to go through the Custarium and spend all our hard-earned points. And I will make a note of anything interesting that I get, which will be quite a bit, I imagine. Just so you know, I would recommend, for Hope, making haste a priority. Everyone else, there's no real priorities, but they do have their full ATB skills in their Custariums this time, which is basically like a limit break. I'll explain more about that when we meet again here in a second. So yeah, I will meet you back at the deserted schoolhouse.